Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com, and I'll tell you two things. One, I don't really like Windows Mobile as a mobile phone operating system. Two, if I did, the HTC Touch Pro 2 probably would be the phone I would get. This is the Touch Pro 2. This is the unlocked European version. Thanks to the folks at HTC for sending us this loaner. Lots of rumors kicking around about this phone coming to the US. It most likely will show up on all 4 major US carriers, just like the Touch Pro first version and the Touch Diamond first version did. They both did, right? No, yeah, they both did. No, not T-Mobile. That's right, they didn't go to T-Mobile. But we're hearing this one will go to all 4 carriers. That's not confirmed. Also, hey now, I'm making a video. I don't want a phone call. Knock it off. What's also unconfirmed but likely to happen is that this phone is going to show up on T-Mobile in the US very, very soon. Lots of rumors kicking around about possible launch date. We've seen some photos online, that kind of thing. You can check out the Phone Dog blog for more on that. We're hearing maybe next month, August. At any rate, though, I've had a chance to play with the unlocked version. I've been using it on AT&T here in the San Francisco Bay Area. It doesn't do 3G because it doesn't have the banding for it, but Edge and Wi-Fi. Obviously, the US versions will do 3G. And really, it's a great device, I think, for the power user, especially the business user. HTC added some very cool features for the business user, not the least of which is the Straight Talk speakerphone. This is just very cool. When you make a phone call, and we'll do that. We'll call my voicemail here, and we'll flip the phone over. Speakerphone comes on. Speakerphone comes on automatically.
Please think of a permanent password now.
There's a mute button you can hit, so you can see the light turn red there. That means I'm on mute so that the people on the other end can't hear me. So if we're having a business call, you know, and I'm with my colleagues and we're talking about acquiring some other blog, we can put them on mute and be like, their blog isn't worth more than $20. And then we can turn mute off and offer them, you know, $19.99 or $22 or whatever. When you're in a call, you've got a bevy of features here that you can use. You can obviously turn on the speakerphone without flipping the call over. But it's also very easy to add somebody to a call. You just hit the add call button, and then you can add a number in, or your contacts show up as well. Just very, very nice to use, very well done. Whole slew of in-phone or in-call options. You can do video calling if it's supported. You can go to your history, you can, notes, contacts, all that kind of stuff. Really, everything on this device that is not Windows Mobile, everything that HTC did, I think works really well in general. You've got your TouchFlow 3D. There have been rumors about the TouchFlow 3D version 2.5 maybe coming out. This is version 2.0, TouchFlow 3D 2. And it's like TouchFlow, but it adds some cool things. You've got, your people. You can set up favorites here on the front, and you can flick through them. You can add favorites. For each of your favorites, you can choose how you want to communicate with them, text or voice, or if you have email and other ways of contacting them in there, you can use those as well. You've got your messages interface, which is similar to that on TouchFlow 3D, the first version. In Mail, again, you can scroll through your inbox from the front without going into Mail. But when you do go into Mail, you get the Windows Mobile Mail interface, which is not my favorite. And that's where the pain comes in, is when anytime you have to go deeper into the device, you have to go into the Windows Mobile and out of the TouchFlow 3D is for me when, it's too bad, because I don't really like using the Windows Mobile interface all that much. But it's a resistive touchscreen, so it comes with a stylus. There's a stylus in the phone right there. It took me, I'm used to using capacitive screens more and more, so I have to remember to use my thumbnail instead of using, or fingernail instead of using the pad of my finger. But when I do, it works great. It's one of the better resistive touchscreens out there. Obviously a very large touchscreen. You can see, things like calendar, web browsing in particular, just look great on this phone. So we'll hit YouTube. Here's a custom YouTube app that HTC did. Works really well. I'm connected over Wi-Fi right now, so it's pretty speedy. And we'll do Madonna, Michael Jackson, full widescreen mode. You can see it's very glossy, the screen. You can see my reflection coming out of it. But it's very responsive, and in general, you know, performance on the phone was great. I had a chance to play with a pre-production model a while ago. This is actually a test sample only. When I boot it up, I get a message saying, you know, for testing only. But compared to the pre-production model I used a month or two ago, this even better. Here's your stocks. I do not own these stocks. I just put in some random stocks to try it out. Everybody's going down today. Or no, that's from a few days ago. Oh, there you go. Oh, Sprint's on the rise today. Everybody else is going down. One kind of cool thing about this phone, we'll show you in photos and videos, is the zoom bar on the bottom. This is actually just below the touch screen. There's a little area, kind of like the gesture area on the Palm Pre, and you can use this area to do one-handed zooming in or out. HTC likes to talk about how pinching, you know, like iPhone-esque pinching is great, but you need two hands to do it really, because you have to have one hand to hold the phone and the other hand to do your pinching. Whereas here, this enables one-handed use by being able to just scroll back and forth on the zoom bar to zoom in and out. Whatever your feelings about that, it definitely works well. Fun to use. For web browsing especially, it's very cool. I'll show you some of the other things here. Your music interface, similar to TouchFlow 3D, the first version, and your weather app, which is a nice little weather widget. We'll update that now, see what the weather's like. There you go. Your settings. So, and then we'll go back to the home screen and we'll show you when the phone opens up. Here's your full QWERTY keyboard. This is one of the highlights of the devices. This is one of the best QWERTY keyboards I've ever used on a cell phone, if not the best. It's you know, it's large and it makes for a large phone. The size is offset by how big the screen is and then how easy to use and how large the keyboard is. It's 5 full rows. The keys are offset like they are on a regular computer keyboard in terms of the alignment of the rows. It's got a large space bar. It's got a dedicated numerical row. It's got caps lock with a light. I mean, just all these little things that are, you know, kind of cool. The function key also has a light to let you know when it's on. Shortcut key for your messaging. It's got a little, you know, it's not really a D-pad, but cursor keys down there, so you've got basically a D-pad. Lots of shortcuts as well, but mostly it's just really easy to type on. It feels great. It's got good action, and you know, it's nice to type on. And then